Okay, welcome back. And so now, before we get started with even doing any kind of blog post or anything like that, I know I showed you a exercise to figure out what it is you would like to do online. But to be an affiliate might be a little bit different because you want products that aren't really that competitive. I mean, they're going to be competitive. You want competitive. But what I'm trying to say is you don't want it too competitive. Okay, you want to be able to have a chance to make some money, right? So I'm going to show you some good niches that I feel are good for affiliate marketing. So let's get to that. Okay, so now here are a few things that make money as affiliates that people spend, that I believe spend the most money on. First category being health, then money, and relationships, and then entertainment. With the health niche, you have things that people will spend money on because they're desperate, number one, they're in pain, number two, or they're embarrassed. So stop snoring, for instance. You could have a wife that has a husband that is a snorer at night, and so she's desperately seeking a way for him not to snore. So she'll put in keywords like stop snoring or something like that. Back pain. If you ever had back pain before, you would pay anything to be normal again, because if you have back pain, if you've ever had back pain, you know how much it hurts and how much you want to get rid of it. Excessive sweating. How many people in the world do you think that, just standing there, their armpits get soaking wet, or they just perspire for no reason? There are people that just sweat for no reason, and they just want to stop it. They want to be normal. They want to be around people. They're embarrassed to be around people because they sweat so much. Bed bugs. That's a hotel niche thing. Now, make money or save money is a big thing. Make money online is a hard niche to get into. It's hard to get established. So I would suggest either health or relationships, entertainment, and hobbies. People love to play games. Video games is a big thing. Woodworking. Survivalist, off-grid surviving is another big niche that's really up and coming, really strong. So these are some of the things that you might think about when you are researching niches to get into. With the research, you might want to go deeper into the niche, maybe a sub-niche that not so many people are trying to make money on. So let's go to the keyword tool. And to get there, you're going to go to adwords.google.com. And if you don't have a Google account right now, all you have to do is sign up for a Gmail account. It's easy to do. It takes a few seconds. And then you can get to the AdWords tool. So then you just type in adwords.google.com. And you'll come to this page. And what you want to do when you're on this page is you want to go down here to the keyword planner. Okay? Now, I'm going to type in a keyword that has to do with entertainment. So once you get to the keyword tool planner, you want to click here, search for new keywords by using a phrase or something like that. So here's where you're going to type in your... So I'm going to give you an example here of a niche. I'm going to give you an example of a niche that you might want to research. Now, don't do the exact same thing I do, because everybody's going to be doing that, and so you won't have much of a chance if you start doing what everybody else is doing. You want to think of your own thing, but I'm just going to put in here mountain bikes, and then all you got to do is then you go down to the get ideas. So anyway, when you get here, then I want you to look at some of the keyword ideas, the ad group ideas that they have over here. And this will give you ideas for sub-niches. So as you can see here, I want to show you this first. As you can see here, mountain bikes gets an average of 10 million to 100 million searches a month. just the word mountain bikes. Now, if you scroll down, some of the group ideas, mountain full. Now that must mean a full bike. I'm not into mountain bikes, so I don't know. So full suspension, mountain bike, full suspension. So or downhill. So you have different kind of mountain bikes. So you could make a website on downhill mountain bikes. You could make a website on full mountain bikes, men's mountain bikes. You could have women's mountain bikes. See, these are sub niches that you could go into. Sail road, giant bikes, women's mountain bikes. There's so many different sub niches that you could go into here. Best bike, all mountain, bike parts, mountain bike parts. That's another sub niche that you could get into. So yeah, so those are different ideas that you can use for mountain bikes and not just mountain bike. So if you're going to do a site on mountain bikes, you might want to do a comparative website where you have different mountain bikes versus other mountain bikes, and showing like the best ones for certain things. That way people that are looking for certain things, they'll go to your website and they'll see your reviews on these different mountain bikes, and that will get them to be able to pick one that they might want to purchase. But if you look here in Amazon, mountain bikes, there's a ton of mountain bikes here, and you know they've got a lot of good reviews, so you know this is a big niche is mountain bikes. You can see 1350 reviews, 171 reviews, 232 reviews. So you know they've got pages and pages of mountain bikes. So they got like 400 pages of mountain bikes and mountain bike equipment. Here's another sub niche that you could get into. It's just, you know, whatever you want to do. Now remember this, if you make a website on mountain bikes, it's got to be mountain bikes. If you want to make a website on relationships, what kind of relationships? Is it getting back with your ex? Is it breaking up with your ex? Or breaking up with your partner? Well, you know, you want to focus on one thing on your website. You don't want to go all over the place and have a review for mountain bikes and then a review for digital cameras. You see what I'm saying? You want to stay within that niche. Okay, so let's go to Amazon again, and as you can see, there's a lot of mountain bikes here. Now, here's a mountain bike, diamond mountain bikes. Now, when you're researching certain niches, if you say you want to research this diamond mountain bike, so you would go to Google and you would type in Diamondback bicycle reviews. And when you're looking at it, when you're doing this research, you want to make sure there's advertisements, which there are up here, and you want to make sure that there's not a bunch of corporate websites that are trying to sell the same thing. So if you look at Diamond Mountain Bikes, they have an advertisement here, but then you get right down into these John Doe websites. This Dave's cheapbikes.com, this toyotareviews.com, bicycleguider.com. So, you know, these are all websites that you could, the way I'm going to show you how to do your review blogs, you're going to outrank these guys really easily. That's one example of a good niche right there. If you went to, say, mountain bike, let's try this, mountain bicycle shoes. Here's another niche. Okay, shoes. Who would have thought, right? So you could have a website on mountain bike shoes. Again, you would have a comparative website. You would have different mountain bike shoes, and you would have your review blogs on certain mountain bike shoes. So again, you have advertisements, which shows you that it's a good niche. You have Plain John Jane here's website, and he wrote this review in 2015. This one 2016, but these are all people that you could prospectively outrank. Okay, and if we go to the keyword planner and we type in, let's just type in mountain bike shoes just to see what happens here. Okay, here we go again. 10 million to 100 million searches. If you go to keyword ideas, you can see the actual things people are typing in. Cycling shoes, 10,000 to 100,000 clicks per month. Road bike shoes, spin shoes, Shimo mountain bike shoes, road cycling shoes. These are all keywords that people are using. So you would want to use these keywords in your review blogs in order for Google to be, catch you. And if you go to the group ideas for mountain bike shoes, you can see there's other sub niches that you could get into, like the spinning shoes, the road shoes, the mountain bike shoes, the Shimano shoes, the women's cycling shoes, sail cycling. There's so many different things that you could make money on with your review site. So now I want you to go and research a niche, pick out something that interests you, again, like I said before, that you're good at, that you like, that you know something about. In the next lecture, we're actually going to take a niche and we're actually going to write a review blog on it. I'm going to show you how to do a review blog so it can be searchable